I heard a couple of popping sounds, sort of like a balloon, and then a thud. So I turned to where Victoria was in the aisle to ask her if she had heard it. And when I had turned, I saw Randy at the end of the aisle with his gun, and I had saw Victoria on the ground.
25-year-old Victoria Brong of Factoryville
Just kind of stopped and looked at me, and it felt like forever.
She froze, standing there in aisle 16, face to face with the shooter.
Instead of shooting me, he walked through the next aisle over and came around and he shot Terry.
63-year-old Terry Sterling of South Montrose.
I don't even know where Brian was in the store, but he had to have heard what was happening.
47-year-old Brian Hayes of Springville.
At some point, Randy went looking for him.
Kristan frantically called 911. The operator asked her to hide.
I ran to the front doors. He had a power jack and a pallet stacked against the front doors, and the doors were locked.
She doesn't remember how she was able to open the door, but she managed to do it and run.
One by one, the police showed up. They tried to enter the building to see what was going on, and you could still hear the guns going off inside until it was pretty much dead quiet.
3 lives gone forever.
Most people say you are alive for a purpose, for a reason. You just got to figure it out. I don't know my reason, and if I could, I would bring back the others because they didn't deserve to lose their lives that way.
So, 5 years later, is anything different?
No. There's still gun violence. More people are going to be hurt. And it's not just the people that were there. It's a ripple effect. It affects not just the one person that was in the building. It affects that person's family, their friends, their community.
A community that half a decade later is still grappling with what happened on June 8th, 2017. In Eaton Township, Nicole Rogers, 2822 Eyewitness News.
Weis Market sent Eyewitness News a statement regarding the anniversary, saying, quote, "Today we remember Victoria Brong, Brian Hayes, and Terry Sterling, who were lost in a senseless act of violence in our store 5 years ago. We remain grateful to the people of Tunkhannock and surrounding communities who helped their families and were supportive of our associates during this difficult time," end quote.